With the beautiful Puget Sound just to our west, you get a look inside CenturyLink Field here in Seattle. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Dallas Cowboys and the Seattle Seahawks. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
Here we go, 46, 46, 26.
Prescott looks to throw on first. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A very solid gain of 27. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. And a nice carry there of 15 yards. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Aaron Lynch in there to get him. And that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Well, for last week's performance, which was so good, he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week. He got a lot of praise, and understandably so, from national media. Looking pretty good on that play, too.
And I love what he told us this week before the game. He talked about how much time they spend working on pass rush moves, every position, because anyone could go after the quarterback in their defense, and you can see how they've all absorbed their lessons. I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the end routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
So a nice drive on the road. You come in, you take the ball down, you get 3 points.
Yeah, points are a must on an opening drive, right? So they moved it down efficiently, got it done. I think that bodes well for their chances moving forward in this one.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. This is target, it's Taylor Gabriel. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
Tempo, tempo. Watch the pass. Here we go. Don't take forever, okay?
Now it's Wilson. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On the ground, this is Rashad Penny. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. Jonathan Hankins in on the stop.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Big jumbo! Big jumbo! Big jumbo! 12, 12, 12.
On second down, Wilson able to push his way through. Stepping up, Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out, fumble. And the Cowboys have recovered. Partner, on my spot sheets, I highlighted turnover margin because we remember they turned it over 4 times last week. So another one here in the first quarter. This isn't the way they want to go.
No, not even close, and it's not something they even imagine because the amount of time that we know that they spend in practice talking about what they need to get done, working on it, showing them how to take care of the football, and emphasizing what it means in terms of winning. They've got to just be puzzled right now that they're not taking care of the ball better. Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Shreds the tackle. Fights free yet again. Sammy Watkins, he's going to go. Touchdown, Cowboys. Sammy Watkins, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys will extend their lead.
And that's exactly what you're supposed to do with good field position. You make the other side pay when you don't have far to go for the score.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Wilson, it's caught. This is White. And fights through one man. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. He completes it right side to White. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. A gain of 6 there on first. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
4 down, check.
Wilson will throw again. Looking for White on the deep ball. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
On for the point after is Randy Bullock. They haven't fully climbed the mountain, but they've started the ascent here with that score.
I like that, right? I think they've left base camp now, okay? So they've started to move their way up the mountain. Long way to go, but at least they know it's manageable.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Now it's Patterson. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. Second down.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin as it is Cowboy football to begin quarter number 2. But likely not for long as they're in punt formation to kick it away. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. This is taken at the 18. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5.
Shotgun. 53 is the mic. 53 is the mic.
Now Wilson. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, second down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Don't take forever, okay? Zebra. 12. 14. Shotgun.
On 3rd down, Wilson steps away to his left. And incomplete on the deep ball. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. And now here come the Cowboys. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A good pickup there, a 22. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. A first down carry by Elliott. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Second down, Prescott. And his throw is incomplete. He was looking for Landry that time, and it's third down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And he's got his man, that's Landry. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On 1st and 10, Prescott. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 23 yards on the play. The first opportunity in the red zone for the Cowboys. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. From the red zone now, Prescott drops it underneath to Elliott. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. Point after here coming up. Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at his 4. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And out now come the Seahawks. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
On 1st down, Wilson. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Gotta go, gotta go. 12.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Cohen. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That one goes for 24 yards.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Wilson now 5 out of 10, 50% throwing it. Not so hot, but he does have a 1st down. From midfield now, here's Wilson. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Cohen. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Throwing again here, Wilson. Dancing to his left. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. To throw again is Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
Here's Wilson. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know, there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Oh, he's going to go ahead and field it from the 3-yard line. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Muscles him off. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Two minutes to go here in the first half. Back to CenturyLink Field after this. Prescott to throw this time. Coleman has it here right side. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander and just...
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd down. You're in a tight game in the loudest stadium in the NFL, and it's enough to rattle even the most seasoned of quarterbacks. And here, it looks like he's not quite on the same page as his receiver. This will wind up a turnover.
After the interception, here's Wilson. Open man is Uzama. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
They go play action now. Wilson. And this is caught at the 8. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 23 yards on the play. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Gotta go. 3 down. 19.
Play action. It's Wilson. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. David Irving. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12.
Zebra. Hey. Gotta go, gotta go. 12, 12. 18, 18. 57.
Now it's Wilson. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and goal.
12, 12. Bring it. Motion, motion, motion. Tempo, tempo. Hey, check Mike 39.
From the gun, it's Wilson. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. And Bullock will put this one through. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
Here's the Dallas offense now, heading back out onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowl safety Cam Chancellor. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. It's caught. Lockett. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice game. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. On the left side, a catch by White. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Here's Wilson. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. He hit his first. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at his 4. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Gotta go. Tempo, tempo.
To throw is Wilson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but if the ball's in the air, they treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken at his 4. And down he goes just shy of the 25. Now a penalty marker is down. Let's see what that's about. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. Wilson. This complete to Lockett. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Wide open receiver, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives them a new set of downs.
Let's go.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
We look for signals.
Penny, a 1st down carry. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
And there's the first tackle of the game for Carl Joseph. He's one of those safeties that you can utilize in any way you want. But I will have to say, I think the #1 thing he does best is tackle.
Now Wilson on 2nd down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. First target, first catch, and a 1st down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Jonathan Hankins in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
14.
Operating from the gun, Wilson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And an alley to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Oh, yeah! Here we go, 47.
The give is to Elliott. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
On second down, Elliott. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a first carry for Donnell Pumphrey. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Tackle made there by Frank Clark.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it.
Hey, 47. 26.
10th carry now for Elliott. And a short gain down to about the 33. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. Here's Prescott. And he's got his man. That's Landry. Touchdown, Cowboys. Jarvis Landry, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys will extend their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily to look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Play action. Now Wilson. And incomplete. The Notre Dame man, Jalen Smith, able to get a hand in and knock it away.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Off the play fake, here's Wilson. And he comes back with one complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Off the toss, Cohen. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here to begin quarter number 4.
Keep playing hard, fellas, all day. Let's go,
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And a nice gain of 21 yards. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on 1st down. And he's got his man on the out route. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with Minnie.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on 1st down for them. Brings up a nice 2nd down for them.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. They'll try and run for it with Penny. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Rashad Penny, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks are able to close the gap just a bit. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Now it's Patterson. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. They start on the ground with Elliott. Skirts by him at the 35. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
Right back to him on 1st down. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
They'll pitch it out to Elliott. Powers through. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. The Cowboys on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. He finds Coleman. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A give to Elliott. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Now Elliott. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. And before the conversion attempt, we'll get a timeout call by the offense. And that'll leave them with only 1 remaining in this 2nd half. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Leaves it for Penny. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. It's a gain of 5. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
Let's go, let's go.
Wilson now, operating from the gun. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. A gain of 19 and picking up the 1st. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Wilson throwing middle, but it's incomplete. The tight end, C.J. Uzama, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
Now it's Wilson, and now he'll tuck it and run. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The rushing numbers for Wilson maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the 1st down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. That's caught by Penny. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st. Well, he's having a big game through the air, and sometimes those smart decisions just dump it off. That's how you continue to have big games through the air.
I agree totally. That's a great analogy, a great way to put it, because he doesn't get too greedy where everything has to be pushed downfield, trying to create big plays that aren't there. You dump it off and take that nice gain, and things add up, and now you have the kind of game he's having.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Here's Wilson. And it's caught. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. C.J. Uzomah, his first touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. And they take a knee. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.